Okay, it looks like maybe I'm live here. I've got YouTube pulled up to see when it actually goes live because I'm a few minutes early. So I don't know. I think there's a little bit of a delay, but hello, everybody. Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we have a unexpectedly, well, not unexpectedly. My kids have been doing a great job of going out to our little blow up pool and self entertaining in the afternoon. So my husband is in there, kind of watching them, and I decided to come in here because I've got this book that I'm reading for my daughter, and I need to finish it because I am trying to finish all my beaches and books readathon, all my beaches and book readathon books by Friday. I don't know if I can do it. So I need to finish this up and then keep working on those. I also need to do a couple Cricut projects and just all the things. So I thought I would get on here and chat with you guys for a little bit, sprint for a little bit, motivate me to stay here by my computer and not go outside because it has been gorgeous lately. Gorgeous. Like well, it's 88 right now, but the mornings have been like high 60s, low 70s, and then it gets nice in the afternoons. And right now we've got neighbors moving in across the street, and my husband and one daughter got to meet them earlier while I had the other one my husband had two daughters, and then I had the other one at Target, and we didn't get to meet them. So I'm like trying to creep on them. But how is everyone else? What is going on your Saturday? Um, I am not doing much. Today we went to Target. I did some filming. Couple of really fun things coming up on the channel, so that's great. Um, yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm early. I had planned these for 4:30 and then everybody got up and settled early. So up from nap and settled. And so started a little bit early. So maybe while we wait for people to get here, we'll just kick it off with a sprint. How about that? Since I said 4:30. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on um, the camera, and I'm gonna see if I can do because I need to do some Cricut projects. And so I'm gonna put in my handy dandy headphones and listen to my audiobook while I work on Cricut stuff. And I'm gonna see if I can have like an ASMR room while I do that. So last time I had a really cozy cabin. Um, and some people requested a beach scene because it's summer. So we're going to see if we can do that. So, oh my goodness. This one's from Bora Bora, and my husband and I actually went there on our honeymoon, but it doesn't seem as cozy as I want. So we're going to do, I think this one really loud. Okay. Yeah. I am going to share my screen and see if we can do a sprint. We'll do it for about 20 minutes. So until 4:25, we'll sprint, see if other people get here and go from there. So let's see. Share screen. This one. The second sweet pea. Okay. Okay. All see in 20 minutes. 22. Okay, let me stop sharing. Okay, we are back. How was everyone's sprints? I did a little bit of everything. I am making each of my kids shirts, and so I got one ready to go, two left, and then I read a handful of pages in this. These are not very great, but they're fine. They're like diary, kind of her journal, and they're graphic diary. I pre-read them before my daughter, but this series is all right. Like I said, I'm trying to finish this so I can get on to actually the next thing I'm going to read is Summer Rental. And these are it's a chunker and it's a mass market. And so don't love that. But what are you guys reading? Let's see. Aaron is reading Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, and I loved that book. I loved it. Oh, Lena is reading Silence for the Dead by Simone St. James. Okay. Is that a long one or short? Like, is 263, are you almost done or are you near the middle? I have read one Simone St. James. What one was it? Hold on. I got to look because I liked it. And I don't know why I haven't picked up anymore. I read The Broken Girls and I liked it. It wasn't my favorite, but I liked it. Oh, you did. Have you read it yet, Erin? I'm wondering if it's going to be good. I'm like 2 or 3 chapters in on audio and I like it on audio. Honestly, like these kind of books, I generally like better on audio. These ones that are super long because one, I'm not paying attention to how like not far through I am. And two, they're somewhat descriptive of like the scenery and the like ocean or like the beachy vibes. And I like to hear that better than read it with my eyes. I don't know why, but I want to get a good chunk of that. A beach blanket sizzler about 3 lifelong friends, a warm weather treat. So feels like a perfect time to read it. I want to know, in my July book haul revisit, I got a lot of Christmas books that I haven't read, and I'm debating, do I want to read them or do I want to save them for Christmas? Like it sounds kind of nice to read them. Because it's hot and like it's not very Christmassy, obviously, here and whatever. But I also think I might save them. I don't know. Erin, you have not read it. Have you read much Mary Kay Andrews? I feel like they're all kind of the same. Yeah, Christmas in July. I might do like a couple and save the rest because I don't have that many Christmas books. I really think all the ones that I own that are unread are in this haul. It's a big one. So I don't know. Maybe I'll read a couple of them, see how if it's fun. If it's not, then stop and save them for Christmas. We'll see. Although, like Christmas, I feel like the month of December is just so crazy that my reading is not normally that great. I don't know. Maybe. What else is going on in you guys' worlds in this Saturday? What's the weather like? We had a really warm or rainy 4th of July morning and then a really beautiful afternoon. And it was like the perfect day weather-wise because I got a lot of reading done in the morning. Then we fireworks shopped and then did fireworks and pool stuff all afternoon. And it was awesome. Great day. And now it's just hot, but like the rain kind of cooled it off. So it's not so bad. Let's see. Small crowd today. So I wonder what everyone else is doing. Or if it's just because I'm early, because I had said 4:30, thinking that one of my kids was up at 6, and so I thought she would take like an epic nap, and she did not. So we all got up and going a little earlier. A cool 89. It is 88 here, so definitely relatable. Good. 360 pages, going fast. One of her backlists, and it's historical fiction with mystery ghost elements. Okay. Do all of her books have ghost elements? Mystery ghost elements? I mean, I read the one and it kind of did, but do they all? That's like, have you guys read Jennifer McMahon? I've read one of hers and it was like kind of ghosty and it was good, but not great for me. But I've only read the one. This one, let's see. How big is this? Erin, do you have this mass market version or is it a full size? $4.99. Yikes. Ooh, kayaking in 92 degrees. Yikes. Lena, remind me, you live like in Virginia area, is that right? Kayaking sounds fun though. My daughter saw a bunch of kayaks and she was like, "Mom, what are those little boats?" And I was like, "Goodness, we need to get you out more, girly." Yeah, mass market. I don't know if Mary Kay Andrews even comes in like full size. I feel like every time I see them, they're mass market. I wish we kind of do have, I was going to say, I wish we had like lakes near us, and we kind of do, but none that we have gone to yet. Yet we've lived here 3 years, but okay. I'll have some sort of paranormal. Aaron's in Kentucky. I don't think I've ever been to Kentucky. My husband would love to go because he's a big like bourbon whiskey fan and would love to go to some distilleries down there. We went to Dickel, Dickel in Nashville, outside of Nashville, Tennessee, for his birthday a couple years ago. Oh, beautiful. And yeah, it's a state I've never been to. I need to up my game. I don't think I've been to Virginia. Blue Ridge Mountains. We probably live in very different settings. Kansas doesn't have a lot of mountains. Oh, not missing anything in Kentucky, huh? Huh. I bet that's not true. I bet there's some great stuff. I wish so my family is originally from California, but we moved to the Midwest when I was like 4. So Midwest is where I say I'm from and where I have that's the only place I have memories. But I do wish that I was more accessible to like water. I lived in Texas in Austin for a couple years, which is still far from a lot of water. I mean, it's got lakes, um, but it felt closer. Oh, you've been to Wichita? Yeah. So Wichita is south, kind of central Kansas, and I live in the very eastern part of the state, in Kansas City, and it's definitely more hilly here than Wichita, but it's still there are no mountains to be seen. It's funny. My kids will see like big hills and call them mountains, and I mean, they're poor children have not traveled at all. My first one has. I actually have scratch off maps that the windows are driving me nuts, but I have scratch off maps in each of their rooms of all the places they've been. And my first has been to like 6 or 7 states, and then my second has been to 2, and my third has been to 2, which is Kansas and Missouri because we are like 10 minutes from the border. So yikes, that's what happens when you're a COVID baby, though. Lena, what'd you do in Wichita? Was it for fun or for work? I don't really know what you would do for fun in Wichita, but I think it might be like the largest city in Kansas, maybe because Kansas City I think is bigger, but half of it's in Missouri. Kentucky has some mountains, huh? That would be fun. Hey, girl. Okay. My kids are in the pool outside, like a blow up pool, and it's awesome because they will be out there for hours and hours and wear themselves out. The best. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. That tracks. My husband used to travel a lot for work, and he is an engineer, but he's an engineer in milling science. And so he works in like grain, what are they called? Is Daddy in here? Grain mills, I guess. Flour mills. There you go. And so we would go very random places like Wichita. That would make sense. Yes, buying pools at Walmart. It's hot. We are Menards loyalists though. Can you shut those windows, please? Thanks. Kentucky. You've been to Kentucky?
Oh yeah.
Have you been to Virginia?
Yep.
He's been to both of those states.
Daddy,
Yeah, kid.
is our water bounce house built?
That's good.
We should look at it.
Okay, well,
Is that too much?
no, it's fine. Thank you, though. Okay, well, let's do another sprint because I want to finish this book and get this stuff printed, and I will feel really good. Yeah, he's actually been to Canada.
Yep.
So
Back in Saskatoon,
that's fun.
Saskatchewan.
Lena went to Menards and thought it was like Target. It wasn't. No, but they have they do have a fun, like my kids like to go there for like the toy section, and they have great pool supplies and sometimes actually good books and snacks. So almost like Target. But I went to Target today with one of my kids, and the dollar section right now for like teachers and school stuff is really great. And so we rated the dollar set. We needed to get milk and yogurt, and we're like checking out. And my daughter, she's 4, and she was like, "Weren't we supposed to get groceries?" We got everything but groceries. So then we got groceries. Target, get you every time. And they had a lot of really cute clothes that I really wanted to look at, but I don't. We went at like 11:15 intentionally knowing everybody would be here, like getting starving for lunch. And if I didn't hurry, that it would be meltdown central. So we intentionally went with not a lot of time. Okay, let's get to reading. I'm going to see if I can finish this and cut at least one shirt. So it is 4:37. Let's read until 5 o'clock. So let's do that, or whatever time it is where you are. Cal, is everybody good with that beach scene? I'll put it back up. Oh, and a personal assistant. That's fun. It's definitely more school supply things like I don't know if it would. Don't rush there. I wouldn't rush there right now for that, but still, it's good. Okay, let's start this. Screen. Okay. Hey, everyone. We are back. How was the sprint? Did you guys get some good reading done? Let's get that banner off there. I got all 3 shirts cut and getting ready. Getting ready to get it done. So then that's good. And then I got a little bit read, got a review written, got this one logged in my handy dandy spreadsheet. I've been saying that a lot today. Yeah, so good productive time. I'm really glad I did sprints to make myself like sit here at my desk and actually do things, because otherwise I would probably waste time. Although I do really need to edit. Today, I actually filmed today. Normally I do either a mixture of Saturday and Sunday or Sunday. But today we had like kind of an unexpected free day. Not unexpected, like I knew we had nothing going on this weekend, and I kind of intentionally did that. So yeah, we had a free morning for the most part. My husband and but kids kind of, we're reorganizing our garage. So that was fun. And like I think I said earlier, we have neighbors moving in across the street, which is free entertainment because my kids are just out there watching, gawking, I guess, kind of. But I guess the gal came over and asked for help, so they got to meet her or meet them. We're really hoping for a family of young kids, but they have 4 boys and they're older. So that's is what it is. But yeah, tell me what, Erin, did you read just for the summer? And Lena, did you read Simone St. James? Goodness gracious. I am blanking on names today. What else do we have going on today? I'm going to go pretty soon. On Saturdays, we always have breakfast for dinner. So we're going to make scrambled eggs and air fried potatoes. And air fried potatoes are my favorite thing. I'm a carb junkie, and my 3rd kid, she like will not eat carbs. She will eat the stuff off the toast, the stuff like if you put a topping on a cracker. There's a couple crackers she'll eat, but she has never eaten a noodle in her life, rarely eats beans. Like most carbs are no dice for her. None of my kids like rice, but neither do I. Oh, I love the rom-commers. Are you liking it? I mean, it wasn't my favorite Catherine Center, but I really liked it. I thought it was cute. And I really liked Frankie, or whatever our main character is. Oh, I hear my baby yelling. Hold on one second. I'm going to mute myself and see if my husband will go get her. Hey, Sherry. Oh, good. Wrong place, wrong time. I have that one right over there. Are you liking it? I didn't like it. I just couldn't get into the format. But I have read a few Jilly McMillans and not liked any of them. So I think it's a me thing. Yes, her books are so fast. Like, they're just so entertaining and easy to read. I love them. Um, yeah, I wanna know what you're thinking of Wrong Place, Wrong Time because it seems like so many people like that one, and I was in the minority. I just didn't. Didn't at all. Are you okay, Eddie Ruth? Okay. 278, okay. I this book, like, these books are so if I sit down and just read them, they take half an hour, maybe 45 minutes, and, this one I've had to stop and start, and I have no motivation to pick it back up. I'm ready to read for myself. Oh, what other ones do you have of Catherine Center? I think my favorites are, I liked Happiness for Beginners. I liked How to Walk Away. Um, yeah, I think those are probably my 2 favorite. The Bright Side of Disaster is one of her really old ones, and it has a certain audience, and I liked it, but not everyone does. Just started it and had to start over. Audiobook was no. Yeah, audiobook is not gonna work on that one because the format is just too weird, and I'll be interested to see what you think. Like I said, I've read a few of hers, and they always sound so good, but I just never really like them. I just read, The Wartime Sisters by Susan Cohen Loigman. Is that her name? And that one was another one that was really hard to read on audio just because it had short chapters and jumped timelines, it jumped perspectives, it did, all the things. Right? Like, my husband and I are both like, "Who are you? Where'd you come from? No carbs? What?" She will, like, eat hummus by the spoonful. She won't eat anything else. Like, it's weird. And no noodles, like, no noodles. I've never met a kid who will not eat like, my kids don't like mac and cheese, which is very strange, but they do like marinara, and they'll eat that, like but she's my little, like, petite thing and won't eat carbs. She's funny. She is funny. Things You Save in a Fire was good. How to Walk Away, I liked a lot. What You Wish For, I liked quite a bit. And Hello Stranger, I liked all those. I liked them all. She's so good. Last summer she came to our local library and it was such a like happy surprise. And we ended up, I had it was during nap time. And so I just had my oldest with me and we waited in line to have our book signed. And we like, I don't know how we ended up being the last ones in line because I think she had to go to the bathroom or something right when everyone was lining up. So we were the last ones in line. And so we were there until like 6:30. But because we were the last one there, she like just hung out and chatted with us and signed a bunch of stuff and was so sweet that I think I like automatically like her books more than I did before even. But I just got the rom-comers on from Book of the Month. And um because I didn't like any of June's picks. And so I hate that like you can't pick add-ons for your main book. I really don't like that. And so I had to wait. And then in July, I got one of the books and 4 add-ons. So I made up for it because I skipped actually May and June because I just wasn't loving any of the picks. I don't know if like I don't know. I would think they would like up their game with Aardvark and stuff becoming more popular. I wish they would up their game, but I feel like it has not been the best selections. Maybe it's just me though. I don't know. They've had a lot of really great add-ons. Like I said, I picked 4 and next month I'll probably pick 1 or 2 also because there were a couple I couldn't get. She's almost 2. My 3rd kiddo is almost 2 and she has started this like competitive I love you. She's like, "Mama, I love you." And I'll say I love you too and she's like, "No, I love you." And I hear her doing that with somebody in there. So funny. So funny. What are you guys doing this evening? Like I said, we're gonna have breakfast for dinner, and then uh, Becca from Becca Books and Bujo is gonna be doing reading sprints. I think it's 7, maybe 7 Central. So I'm gonna try to hop on that because I have a firm, not firm, but I love to say after dinner, I don't do anything. Like I will read, but that's it. I'm not productivity is done after dinner. Like I clean up and that's it. Like I clean up dinner and then I go up to my room and I read. And so I'll put my little phone up and watch Becca's sprints and read this and read this. Actually, Claire McCauley, she is a really sweet author. I read her debut called The Wedding Hitch in June, maybe May. And then she has another release coming out here July 16th or something. And she said she sent them both to me. And I'm hoping they'll get here today, but it may be Monday. And so I may switch to like stay on audio with this and switch to that if it comes in. I have it on NetGalley, but for some reason on NetGalley, it's only giving me the option to read it like on NetGalley, not on Kindle. And I really dislike that. Really dislike that. Oh my goodness, Erin, when I was pregnant with my second, I remember when I was pregnant with my second, there was like baby watch, because that was 2020 and, I was pretty active in like the romance groups and she had to be induced because she was late. Both of my first two were just taking their sweet time. And so I had a lot of people texting me like, is this baby ever coming? And she finally did, but, oh, that's fun. Is your sister older or younger? And do you just have one or how many do you have? I have two sisters, but they're both older. One is 6 years older and one is 9.5 years older. So they're quite a bit older. And one lives in California and one lives here. Well, not here in Kansas, but not here in this town. 11 years older. How fun. Have you guys always been close or are you close? Just the one sister. Cool. My sister and I have gone through phases of life of being really close, like my 9.5-year older sister, and phases where we weren't close at all. But yeah, it's now that we're both like middle-aged, it's different for sure. What do I see for Alyssa and Gary? I don't know what you mean. Can you ask again? I'm not sure what you mean. So you guys, if you have babies, what is the best postpartum gift that I can get for a friend? Because she unexpectedly had a baby July 2nd. It wasn't due until July 25th. And I want to get her something. But it's her third kid. And so like, I know she doesn't want just like stuff, but I might just get her diapers or like DoorDash or some food or something. Oh, fun. My son's coming for the night. He lives 3 hours away. So we're going to do dinner. Might catch Becca later. Awesome. That's so fun. That'll be really cool. Are you going to go to dinner? Or are you cooking for him? And oh my goodness, this is the sweetest thing I've ever heard. That's awesome. That is awesome. Gosh, I hear more kids. I think we might be starting to get hungry. But yeah, I have 3 kids and yeah, I can't think of a good postpartum gift. Like I remember, I think my parents got us, Hello Fresh or something, but then you still had to cook it. So that was kind of hard. I mean, when you're brand new postpartum. 5 siblings. Wow. Where are you at in the lineup, Lena? Are you oldest, youngest, middle, somewhere? My sister and I mean, we're geographically a couple hours apart and closeness wise, we're very, 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 very different. And so it's interesting how it works. And then the rest of my siblings are all half siblings or, blended siblings. So that's also an interesting dynamic. But 6 kids, goodness gracious. That is a lot. Well, I'm one of 6, but like I said, it's all blended and halves and all that kind of stuff. The youngest. Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. 22 years though. That makes it hard. That makes it really hard to be close. And Lena, when you have babies, if you want them, it makes it incredibly hard to name things because I am the youngest of all the like cousins and everything. And um my kids are well, my third is the youngest, and I think she's grandkid like number 16. And I think that's right. And there's like 13 girls and 3 boys. And so coming up with girl names that hadn't already been used was impossible. Oh, a heating pad or spa supplies, food or a heating pad. That sounds good. Yeah, you're right. That is a good idea. She is so sweet. She's like giving me stuff just in case there's any more babies like over here. She's like, "Well, we're done, so here you go." And yeah, and I'm like, "Excuse me, this is not how this is supposed to work." Both of your parents are the youngest of 7. That's interesting. My husband is the oldest and I'm the youngest. Um and so I think that's kind of why it works. But my parents are both the youngest, so it's interesting. DoorDash, yep. Um, L's, all L names. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yes. And like I would stutter so much. L names and like golly, how do you come up with them? Yikes. That's a lot. I like Lena though. I really like Lena. My husband has a friend who they so on the guy's side, like the friend is the guy, and when the guy has babies, what is it, Jeremy? That the babies have to have the first letter be the wife's maiden name. Okay, yeah. So like my maiden name started with an R, and so all of our babies would have to have R names. And I mean, I guess everybody's wives have just played into it. Yeah, because he just has brothers, right? He has a sister. Well, anyway, yeah. So my maiden name starts with the R, so all of our kids would be R's, and that hard pass on that. I don't want like I unintentionally my first 2 have A's, and that was unintentional, and I'm kind of regret it. I don't like having the same because now like if we put their initials on things, we have to put their middle initial. Um, Otherwise we don't know whose is whose. Aaron, Danielle, Ernie, and Donna. I love it. Names are so interesting. Yeah, my husband has a family friend who all of them had the initials CCC. Too much. Too much. Oh, my oldest brother and his wife decided he would name boys and she would name girls. They have 5 boys. Oh my gosh, and they all have the same middle name because he couldn't be bothered to come up with middles. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. I would not go for that either. I think after a pregnancy and birth, like, I don't know. I kind of feel like I earned the right to name the kid. Maybe not, but like my husband is I mean, he has said like he's either no or meh about things. And so if he's meh about it, I call it a win. Uh, but yeah, pregnancy and birth are not easy. Mary. Every generation on my mom's side needs a Mary. Mary's a great name. Although I just read the story of Mary in A Lineage of Grace, and what does Mary mean? Like it means like something about like suffering or something, doesn't it? I only have sisters, and our last name would die with as wait, oh, his dad is an only child. Oh, would die with you as your dad is an only child. I started with my first son. Was named my maiden name as his first name. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, I get it. That's cool. My maiden name would be a terrible first name. But I really love names like Olson or like last name or like Walker. I don't know. Last names that could be first names. I think that's really cute. Actually, my oldest, her middle name is my grandma's maiden name. So that's kind of cool. I don't know. Well, no. I was going to say so far we've done whatever we want for the first name and then family middle names, but that's not true. My third is Etta Ruth, and Ruth is just my favorite book in the Bible. And so that's her name. Ryder. Yeah. Yeah, I do too. I think that would be so cute. So cute. We just had a friend who her maiden name is Wyatt. And so that's like a great first name too. My sisters followed suit with their first child was middle name as they were girls. My last name was Ray. Oh, how cute. Very cute. I love that. I love it. Ray is so cute. I really love like gender neutral or boys' names for girls, but we haven't done that. Just because I don't like want to give anybody a complex. Especially we have so many girls. I don't want them to be like, oh, they were wishing for a boy, so they named you a boy's name. Because I love having all these girls. It's a fun time. Lots of emotions, lots of hair, but it's a fun time. We'll see if I'm still saying that in 10 years when we're all, even more hormonal. We will see. Names are interesting. They're so hard. Like I had the hardest time naming dogs. Like even that dogs are hard and kids are even harder. Oh, Ray and Rain. Cute. Very cute. You guys are creative. I am not. My oldest is my grandmother's middle name. My second has my middle name, and my third is my favorite book in the Bible. And that's it. And Etta, my third, she was 8 weeks early, a little over 8 weeks early. And so she was born, and there was just so much going on that was the only name we had really talked about. And so we didn't even really think it through. We were just like, all right, I guess that's her name. And now it's funny. Like it fits, it doesn't fit her because she's very opinionated, very sassy. And it's like this sweet little old lady name, but it does kind of fit her too. Cause it's unique. It's kind of a unique name, and she's a unique personality. That's for sure. Speaking of, I hear her whining in the background. Okay, well, I don't think I'm going to be able to squeeze in another sprint before everybody loses their mind over here. So I think I will probably sign off, go feed everybody, get them clean, and then come on for Becca's sprints later. So thank you guys so much for joining. I am glad I got to hang out and read and get a little bit done with you guys. Thank you for making me stay here in my office on my desk and actually do things this afternoon. So I would love to come back next afternoon or next weekend or something, because this is really fun for me. So thank you guys all for being here. We'll see you next time.